the reformists, the liberals, they see this as the end of democracy and the beginnings of fascism and all the rest of it, which is absolute nonsense. What's being prepared is not a shift to the right. It's not fascism. It's a massive wave of class struggle. We're at the beginning, not at the end. This is something we need to keep in mind. What's the stage of the class struggle we're in? We're not in a stage where the class struggle has been crushed and destroyed. It has hardly begun. We're seeing some signs of it in some countries. We had a taste of it in France when Macron introduced an increase in the age of retirement. You remember that incredible movement of the French working class. And I remember at the time, the opinion polls showed that 75% of the people in France were against that reform. And that would open up the question, how come 75% are against when Macron won the elections? Well, they ignore that Macron won in the same way that Starmer won. Macron in the first round got 24%. He didn't get a majority. 75% didn't vote for him. So it's not surprising that when he tries to attack the pensions, 75% are against him, and the working class massively mobilizes. The perspective is one of growing class struggle. After a long period of decline in the levels of strike activity, if you look at all the major countries, we are looking at a revival of the class struggle. The perspective that if we want to look at a period of history that can help us understand today, it is, you could say, the late 60s. That moment just before the massive explosion in France of May 68, the huge wave of strikes that began in Italy in the autumn of 69. The same was the case in the States even, and in Britain. It was a worldwide wave of class struggle that lasted for several years. That's the perspective ahead of us. At the moment, people are looking for their answers by voting these populists who they hope, against hope, will do something for them. They'll bring down the inflation, they'll stop all these attacks. But we know that what determines the program, even of these populists, is the needs of capitalism, which are massive cuts in social spending and a massive attack on the working class. So they will see the results of this rise of this right-wing populism, and that will prepare a major wave of class struggle.